Hi everybody, my name is Mike from Active Training World, and this is the briefing video for the Grafham Standard Distance Festival on the 25th of July. So here we are at the beautiful Grafham Water. You see behind me here the Grafham Reservoir. It is absolutely stunning here today. It is really nice and calm. I kind of just say it is absolutely boiling here today. I hope it's going to cool down a little bit for the weekend. But what a beautiful venue we have got here for you. So what we've got coming up this weekend is a standard distance festival. So we are going to have a triathlon and all of the various multi-sport derivatives of that as well. So we've also got an aquathlon, a duathlon and an aquabike also taking part on the same course at the same time. Okay, back down to the basics then. You're going to be turning up, we're going to open up the car park at 5:30. When you arrive on the morning, okay, we will have, the gates will be available there. We will have the gates open for you at 5:30 in the morning for the car park. Please don't park in the main car park. We'll have car park marshals there who will be guiding you through the car park and out the other end. And when you come out the other end, then you'll basically be asked to park in a grass area, okay, away from the main car park. We want to keep the main concrete car park available for members of the public to use later in the day. They will have signs up then to tell you where to come through to registration, okay, and at registration give over your name and we will basically then be able to look up your details, and you're going to get a registration pack. Okay, in that registration pack, depending on what event you're doing, will be everything you need for the event, and we're also going to give you an ankle chip, okay, and also an ankle band to basically put that chip on with. So let's run through this one at a time. If you're doing the triathlon, then when you turn up you're going to get a swim hat, okay, you're given a swim hat, an ankle chip. You'll also, in your pack, you will have 2 numbers, okay. The race numbers have to be worn on the back for the bike and on the front for the run, okay. If you're using a number belt, then that's fine, you can just use one and then swivel it round, okay. But if you're just putting your numbers on a shirt of some sort, then obviously you've got to pin it on the front and the back at the same time. Okay, if you're doing the aquabike, okay, you'll get exactly the same. You'll get the stuff for the swimming, you get the swim hat, and you also get the 2 numbers. If you are doing the duathlon, obviously you're not going to get the swim hat, and also then if you are doing, which one's left, the aquathlon, that's the other one that's left. Okay, if we're doing the aquathlon, then you'll still get the swim hat and things, but you'll also get a number to wear. All right. So after you've registered, okay, there will be a transition area all laid out here on this nice beautiful grass area. Okay. Even if you haven't got a bike, so for example, if you're doing the aquathlon, you will still have a numbered spot within that transition area. Okay. So please make sure that you go to that spot, and that is where you put down your stuff for your run. Okay. Then we will be calling you up after you've done all that. We have to go and warm up, obviously, around the area. It's a huge, great big park here. Okay, there's lots of space. Please go and use it. All right. And after you've done your racking, we will call you up down at the swim start area around about 10-15 minutes before the swim start. Okay. Now, if you're doing the duathlon, you won't be starting down at the swim start. Obviously, you'll be doing a run first. Now, it's a bit of a reverse duathlon because you're going to be doing a 5k run first, okay? Then you're going to be doing your 36k bike ride, and then you've got a 10k run at the end. And the reason for that is so that everyone is doing the 10k run at the end of the race, okay? So everyone's doing the same distance. So if you're doing the duathlon, you'll be called when we call the pre-starts up. You're going to go to the start-finish arch, okay? That is where you're going to be starting your run. And if you're doing a swimming event first, so if you're doing the aquathlon, the triathlon or the aquabike, you're going to come down to the beach where you'll see a big arch, a big orange arch, which we'll be using for the swim start, all right? So for the duathlon, we're going to set you off at 7 AM, all right? And you're going to be heading off for your 5k run. It's 1 lap of the run course. The run, you see behind me here, you've got the down wall, okay? So basically the run goes to the end of that down wall, turns around and comes back. There's a very small loop just on the grass area, okay, over there. But then you'll basically just come around that grass area, come back, and then run in straight in to transition, okay? If you are doing the swim, what we're going to do is we're actually going to make it a 1 lap swim. Now, the reason why this is a change from the advertised details, it was originally going to be 2 750 meter laps, but there's been a bit of development here in the park. And if you just spin around here, you'll be able to see what the park have got at the moment is this amazing aqua park, okay, in place. So because of that, all right, we are limited in what we can do with regards bringing you out onto the beach and doing the Australian style swim exit. That's not going to be an option for us, which is a real shame, because that was going to be a real feature of this event, and I do apologise for that. But instead what we're going to do is swim you out past the aqua park at the start, and then you're going to get onto a loop, and you're just going to do a 1.5k lap, okay, round, and then come back out onto the beach to finish. Okay, nice and straightforward. Then you're going to go into transition, pick up your bike. If you're doing the aqua bike, okay, or the triathlon, head out onto the roads. Mount line will be on the way out before you get to the road, okay. All the usual triathlon rules will apply. You must wear your helmet before you touch your bike, and you're not allowed to get on your bike before you've crossed the mount line, okay. Then you're going to head out, really nice rolling bike ride that goes all the way down to St Neots, and then turns round a roundabout and comes back the way you came, okay. So if you see cyclists coming the other way, that's the reason why. It's a straightforward out and back course, nice and simple. There is one junction which is going to be a mandatory foot down, okay. You must come to a complete stop. It's a right hand turn, and it's a bit of a blind view to the left. So you must come to a stop. It'll be well signposted and also well marshalled, but you must come to a complete stop and put your foot down before you proceed. If anyone doesn't do that, we'll be taking numbers. I'm afraid you will get disqualified, okay. So make sure you do that. After you've done your bike, okay, then you'll be coming back into transition and then heading out onto your run. If you're doing the aquathlon, obviously you're not going to go and do the bike. You're going to do the swim. You'll come in from the swim into transition, put your trainers on, all right, and then you'll be heading off straight off onto the run leg, okay, and the run leg will be a 10k run. Back to the duathlon for a second. When you've completed the 5k first run, you'll be into transition, pick up your bike, do exactly the same bike leg that the triathletes are doing and the aqua bikers are doing, come back in, and then completing your run at the end. So everyone will be finishing with the run at the end, heading into the finish line, okay, the finish arch and the finish line. Those of you doing the aqua bike, your race finishes, the timing for your race will finish when you come back into transition, okay. So you have to dismount correctly and then just enter into transition, and the timing mats will then record your finish time. Then back your bike and then just make your way in your own time to the finish line, and that's where you can pick up your medal, okay, for this for the festival. Okay guys, we are really looking forward to seeing you here this weekend. It's going to be the first triathlon that we're organising outside of the sort of Freedom Day, for those that have called it that sort of thing. And we're hoping that the weather is going to be like this. It sort of feels like there's a bit of freedom in here right now. So we look forward to seeing you this weekend, guys. If you've got any questions, then pop them in the comments point below, or drop us an email, all right? And we look forward to welcoming you here to Grafham Water. Isn't it beautiful?